You tap out a quick AI prompt. Simple, right? Feels effortless. But what if that simple question, that little interaction, just added maybe more carbon to our atmosphere than you ever thought? We're going to dig deep into AI's surprising hidden costs today.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're plunging headfirst into the vast and rapidly evolving world of artificial intelligence. It's everywhere, isn't it? Impacting everything, often in ways we don't even quite perceive. We've sifted through quite a stack of sources for you. Everything from detailed research papers to the freshest headlines, industry whispers, all to bring you a clear picture of what's really happening behind the scenes. Behind the AI tools we use every single day, our mission, it's to unpack the surprising, often unseen costs of AI, environmental, societal, and at the same time, look at the exciting new developments and the major shifts they're already causing. So to navigate this, we'll first explore those hidden costs, the environmental and societal ones AI carries. Then we're going to pivot. We'll look at the intense geopolitical race for AI dominance and ask a really profound question. Are we, as humans, actually outsourcing our brains to these machines? And finally, we'll do a kind of rapid-fire look, some of the latest AI innovations, what they mean for you, and a major traffic shift online that, well, you probably didn't see coming, but it's already reshaping things. Okay, let's unpack this first part, the unseen environmental footprint of AI. It's truly something we rarely consider, when we're asking ChatGPT for a recipe or getting an AI to summarize a document, yet that favorite AI you use, the one that feels so instant and clean, it carries a significant hidden environmental cost. What might really surprise you is a statistic we found. A single complex AI prompt can actually emit up to 6 times more euros than just a basic, simple question. That number alone, it really made me pause. Rethink my own daily AI usage.
It's a truly critical point. And the reason for this lies in the sheer computational power needed, just immense. See, each prompt you enter, it isn't just processed instantly like a simple search. It gets broken down into what are called tokens.
Tokens, right.
Think of them simply as like the smallest building blocks of data, individual words, parts of words. The AI then processes millions, maybe billions of these tokens, and it all happens in these massive data centers.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the kicker. Most of these data centers, globally, are still powered mainly by, well, traditional sources, coal and natural gas. Carbon-intensive stuff.
Right.
To put it in perspective, the complex computations for even, say, relatively simple AI tasks, they can use 10 times more power than a standard Google search.
10 times? Wow.
It's a dramatic difference. And there were these German researchers who actually went deep on this. They tested 14 different AI models, for similar tasks, and their findings were stark. Reasoning-heavy models, like the powerful GPT-4. They produced up to 50 times more emissions than smaller, less complex models trying to do the exact same task.
Yeah. 50?
Yeah. It just highlights this huge energy gap between different AI operations. Their underlying efficiency varies wildly.
So if we strip it down, what's the core energy issue with running these powerful AI models, beyond just the sheer demand?
Well, the core issue is their heavy reliance on fossil fuels for power, driving up emissions significantly.
Okay. Here's where it gets really interesting, and frankly, a bit unsettling too. Beyond the energy use, the environmental impact, AI is also fundamentally reshaping global power dynamics. It feels undeniably like a new kind of tech gold rush. We're seeing this intense race, often kind of covert, particularly between big players like the US and China. And it's not just about who has the best AI algorithms, the best software. It's about securing mining rights, the entire supply chain for all those essential rare earth minerals, the components needed to build the actual physical hardware that powers AI. This isn't just software anymore. It's about controlling the raw materials, the bedrock of this whole new tech era. And this imbalance, this concentration of control over critical resources, it creates totally new forms of dependency, potential power struggles between nations. It's almost like historical resource wars, but with a digital twist.
Absolutely. And what's truly fascinating here is how all the major players, like at every single level, are now deeply intertwined in this new economy. You've got nations aggressively securing rare earth deals. These elements are the foundation for the hardware. Then you have the big tech giants, OpenAI, Google, Meta. They're locked in these fierce battles for market dominance. Who builds the best models? Who gets the users? Below them, Hardware titans like NVIDIA.
Right.
They basically control the entire underlying infrastructure. They're the kingmakers.
Right, the gatekeeper.
Without their chips, the AI just doesn't run. And maybe surprisingly for many, mining firms now hold critical keys to the whole AI kingdom.
Yeah.
Because they control these fundamental finite resources.
Right.
But if we connect this to the bigger sort of human picture, this whole trend raises an even more profound question for us. For humanity, are we, in essence, outsourcing our brains? Think about it. If AI gets increasingly capable of handling every email, drafting every answer, making every decision, from simple scheduling to complex strategic choices, where do humans fit in?
Yeah.
There's a very real risk we could drift towards total AI reliance. And in doing so, maybe lose our cognitive edge, maybe even forget how to think critically, innovate, solve problems on our own. It could lead us into a kind of brave new world of digital comfort. AI handles everything, and people just become passive consumers of AI-generated reality. It's a fundamental shift in what it means to be human in this AI-driven world.
You know, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes, where you find your own thought process kind of subtly shifting to accommodate how an AI thinks, or how best to phrase a query for it.
Yeah, you know what you mean.
This idea of losing our cognitive edge, of truly outsourcing our brains to AI, it feels really close sometimes. It's a constant tension, isn't it, between the undeniable convenience and, well, the need to keep our own mental muscles sharp. Independent thought.
Given those powerful trends and your own experience there, how do we consciously balance AI's convenience with, well, maintaining human critical thinking?
It requires actively questioning AI, not just blindly delegating, and really nurturing our own cognitive skills. Okay, shifting gears now. Let's talk about some recent, maybe surprising developments. Fascinating applications of AI that have been making waves shows just how fast this field is moving. On the legal front, there's been some interesting drama. OpenAI actually pulled its massive $6.5 billion bromance promo deal with Jony Ive.
Oh yeah, the Apple designer guy.
Exactly. Legendary designer, why pull it? Because a court smacked it down over the name IO. Another AI startup, much smaller, called IYO, claimed it owned the IO name, led to this unexpected reversal.
Wow.
Shows even the giants aren't immune to IP battles in this space. It moves so fast.
Indeed. And what's really fascinating is how AI is enabling new levels of creation efficiency.
Yeah.
Often in unexpected places. Take Duolingo, for instance. They didn't just add a chess course. They built an entire comprehensive chess curriculum using only 2 human experts and 1 AI tool called Cursor.
That's 2 people.
2 people. And the AI, that's AI truly playing 4D chess in terms of content generation, while most folks are still just figuring out basic trumps.
Right.
And it really highlights AI's profound capabilities in generating complex, structured content with minimal human oversight.
And for us users, the everyday applications are becoming incredibly powerful. You can now create short videos just by using simple words on platforms like X. You just tag it at @AskPerplexity with a prompt.
I saw some of those. Pretty wild stuff.
Yeah, users are submitting some truly creative things. It's cool to see that instant visual output from text. And it's fascinating how companies like Adobe are already stepping into this new reality. They now have an LLM optimizer, that's large language model optimizer, designed to help websites rank not just on Google, but on these new AI platforms, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. It really hammers home that AI traffic is fast becoming the new prime real estate, the new gold rush for digital brands.
And speaking of optimizing these models,
Yeah.
there's been this massive ongoing discussion, kind of a brain fuel thing shared on X, where folks have been compiling and sharing their wildest and coolest model context protocol setups. MCPs?
MCPs, okay. What's that simply?
Think of them just as specific configurations or detailed instructions users apply to make AI models perform drastically better or differently for a specific task.
Oh, okay.
It's like sharing secret recipes for AI optimization, pushing the boundaries of what these models can do just by tweaking how you talk to them.
And on the financial front, the news is absolutely huge. Signals massive investor confidence. Mira Murati's new AI startup, Thinking Machines Lab, just raised an astounding $2 billion.
$2 billion. Seed round.
At a $10 billion valuation. And what's wild is this happened only 6 months after launch.
6 months. Incredible.
Backed by A16Z, the big VC firm, it's officially the biggest seed round ever in tech startup history.
Wow.
That kind of money so early on just speaks volumes about the perceived future here. So what does this flurry of activity, legal fights, new tools, this massive funding, what does it really reveal about AI's current market?
It shows rapid innovation, fierce competition, And just enormous investment betting big on future dominance. And staying on that theme of rapid developments, what's next? There are some quick hits worth mentioning. They paint a clearer picture of AI's pervasive impact. We're hearing whispers. Apple might be looking to acquire Perplexity AI. Yeah, aiming to dramatically improve Siri, bolster its own AI search. Could be a huge move for Apple. On the more practical side, we're seeing common pitfalls as businesses adopt AI. There are at least 4 widely recognized mistakes people make when using AI in customer service.
It's not just plug and play.
Exactly. It highlights it's not that simple. And maybe surprisingly, maybe not, OpenAI is reportedly quite shocked by how much people are trusting ChatGPT.
Too much trust.
Maybe implying the trust is a little too high right now, given where the tech actually is. And then looking a bit more future-forward, tangible stuff, OpenAI is teaming up with Figure AI to create humanoid robots. Target is 2026 for them to be ready and functional.
Humanoid robots.
Wow. AI brains in physical walking forms, just a couple of years away. And while we're looking at humanoid robots in the future, some even more immediate, profound shifts are happening right now in how we use the internet, what platforms dominate our lives. Which brings us right to the latest AI chart data. Shows a truly major shift in online behavior. It reveals that ChatGPT has now officially beaten X, what most of us still call Twitter. Still Twitter for me, yeah.
In global traffic, by over 1 billion visits in May 2025.
A billion visits difference. That's huge.
Massive. Looking at the numbers, ChatGPT pulled in, get this, 5.49 billion visits in May, up 6.8% from April. Meanwhile, X had 4.39 billion visits, up just 1.1%.
The growth difference.
Yeah, ChatGPT first passed X back in April and just kept pulling ahead, accelerating.
The implication here truly is profound. ChatGPT is now the 5th most visited site in the world.
5th.
It's clearly being embraced as a get-stuff-done tool, a utility,
right,
while X sits in 6th place globally. Now, to keep it in scale, giants like Google still lead, right? 105 billion visits, YouTube 47 billion. They're still way out there.
Different league.
But ChatGPT is rapidly becoming this fundamental utility tool like Google Search, like Excel, but smarter, more interactive, conversational. Yeah. We're seeing a shift where more people are opening ChatGPT before they check social media, before a news site.
Really? That's the flow now.
It seems to be heading that way. It suggests ChatGPT could soon become the primary tab for learning, working, problem-solving for huge numbers of people, which means X risks becoming more niche, for debates, memes, breaking news. Not a must-have daily utility.
Right.
Unless it reinvents itself fast, that traffic gap is only going to widen. The shift will become even more pronounced.
Whoa. Imagine scaling that utility. If ChatGPT keeps going like this, imagine it handling 1 billion unique queries a day, truly integrating into every single aspect of our digital lives. That future is, well, it's already taking shape right now. So, considering this rapid shift, what's the single biggest implication of ChatGPT evolving from just a popular tool to an indispensable daily utility for so many?
It fundamentally redefines information discovery and task completion, impacting nearly all digital platforms and online habits. Mid-roll sponsor Reed.
We've covered a significant amount today, haven't we? Traversing this complex landscape of artificial intelligence, it's undeniably clear AI is far more than just a convenient new tool. It's this complex, rapidly evolving force. It comes with substantial, often hidden environmental costs. We saw that. It's actively reshaping geopolitical dynamics. And perhaps most profoundly, it's affecting how we, as humans, think. How we learn, how we interact with the world. We've witnessed its incredibly rapid integration into our daily lives, fundamentally changing how we access information, use technology across almost every domain.
Yeah, the core message here, I think, is that a comprehensive understanding of AI is crucial. Its immense power, its transformative potential, but also its inherent costs, the crucial ethical, societal considerations. Understanding all that is absolutely essential for navigating our future effectively.
Right.
We are witnessing a fundamental paradigm shift. AI moving from being this niche, specialized tool to becoming a fundamental utility, as indispensable maybe as electricity or the internet itself. And that brings both immense challenges, sustainability, cognitive impact, and of course, unprecedented opportunities for humanity.
We've covered a lot today. AI's hidden costs, its rapidly expanding influence, delving into its environmental impact, its role in global power dynamics, its surprising effect on our daily digital habits. We really invite you to consider these multifaceted aspects as you continue to interact with AI in your own life.
And this whole discussion, it really raises an important question, doesn't it? Are we consciously, proactively designing the future of human-AI collaboration? Or are we just kind of letting it happen to us?
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
We'll see you next time. Out to your own music.